do talk fast. I'm sorry. We can, if anybody wants me to touch on any other subject, I'd be happy to continue to do some training on that, or we can do Q&A, or we can quit early. What do you want to do?
Well, I'd like you to give us what you think your projection is, the vision of the company in 2017.
Well, okay, from what I feel like I've absorbed from what I've heard and different things is Jeff is really excited about entering the wellness category. I'm really excited for that too. We're still going to have our journals. We're just going to add to our product line, not take away, as far as I know. I think that I don't know exactly where they're going. I have heard some exciting things about different ways that we're going to actually bring out the product, and I think this is really exciting. And they talked about it on a call where it wasn't a secret. So I don't know secrets. I'm really not kidding. They don't tell us. But some of the stuff that they're going to do, they're going to roll things out faster. So over the past couple of years, we've been building at a very solid, but pace, kind of like this. And I think it's getting ready to go like this again, because what they're going to do is they're going to start rolling out products, and they're going to have like pre-sales to where I think, first of all, maybe the leader, I don't know what levels, are going to get some product to try. And then they're going to make the announcement to everybody else, and the leaders are going to be able to go, I've been using this product for whatever time, and this is what it's like, and it's amazing. And then they're going to have this like day or two or whatever where people can go in and pre-order like we kind of did with the EHT. And then the product won't actually be available for 2 more months after that. So people have to go in, and your friends or customers or whoever can go in on that 1 or 2 days. It's going to really boost some sales that month. And people can order enough product to get them to the product launch when we can put it in the buckets or in the shopping carts, basically. Does that make sense? And that's going to be happening more at a consistent pace, to where you're getting a boost of sales, you're getting new products to add to the product list. And this is the thing that I've loved. I was like really happy when I heard the company had one product in night cream. And in the beginning, I was scared that there'd be so many products I couldn't handle it. And I thought, oh no, I'm just glad it's a small product line, I'm small. Well, the more I'm learning is certain products are for certain people and certain products are for other people. And it's kind of neat and exciting that we're going to have some different things. I have a huge area of people that only use EHT, and they love it. They wouldn't go to sleep without it, they wouldn't wake up without it. They love EHT. And so that was something I didn't think about. I didn't think, well, there's going to be people that maybe don't want my night cream, but they want my EHT. There might be some people that might want what's coming versus what we have. And so it can open up just new areas for all of us. And so that's what I see is that happening. I see probably another spotlight type event in March with the launch of the next 2 products, the wellness products. I'm hoping and praying they actually share with us what those are at the spotlight. But you may even know that. I wasn't on the host call. Do you know, do they say anything about telling us about what the actual products are? Yes.
They might give us like the day before.
The day before? Okay.
We have another Zoom on the 26th.
Oh, so then they'll get it. Because I know they're trying to say they're making it, they're doing a great job keeping it quiet because they want it to be special for everybody. If you went into your husband's office and opened up all your presents for Christmas, and when Christmas came, you'd be like, I've already seen that. Which I used to do that when I was a kid. I used to go unwrap all my presents and open them and see them, and then I don't know why I did that. But anyway, we want it to be a surprise. We want it to be exciting for everybody and impactful, and it's going to be. I think it's going to be just a huge, huge thing. So my vision, I have zero hesitation that they're going to bring it big to us, and that the wellness line is something I have heard from someone that what the product is, the wellness product, will knock our socks off, and people are going to want it. And zero barrier natural weight loss. And I'm telling you, since I've been on EHT, I have not fluctuated my weight like I used to. I used to go up and down 5 or 7 pounds. I have not done that since I've been on, and I take 2 EHT a day, but I still eat, a lot, and I eat healthy, but I eat a lot, and I feel like I can maintain my different than I ever have. And I'm older now. I'm getting to that age where it gets harder. I just turned 49. And so I think there's something in that with the immune system, and plus the benefits of just that alone, which I've really tried to make a big stink about that on Facebook because I am on an airplane all the time, and I have been very fortunate to have very good health this year. I mean, I think I had one cold that kind of knocked me on my bottom for 2 days, and that was it. And the rest of the year I was really healthy. And I mean, I'm shaking hands, and around a lot of people, and I felt awesome, like awesome. I do. I take both of mine in the morning. I've heard some people split theirs up, and maybe I should do that. But I've just been popping with my other vitamins in the morning. And I sleep pretty good. I mean, I have the 49-year-old problems with hot nights, hot sweats, not hot nights. Steve's going to take credit for all that. No, like the hot flashes that happen when you get to be my age. And but so I used to sleep really, really well with EHT, but now it's something else that's causing that problem. But I'm excited. So that's really all I've heard. Anybody else have any rumors? Okay. So that's my vision. I mean, that's all I've kind of gotten out of it. Anything else that you've gotten out of it, Mindy?
That's my
Oh, me too. I want to go into that category. It's a huge category, and people will spend a fortune on weight loss, and we can help people. We can help a lot of people.
I'm sure you heard this too, and I'm sure everybody else did, that it's going to have clinicals and it's going to have taxes.
Oh, yeah.
So that's awesome.
Yeah. It will be. Well, you know who Doug Burdick is. Okay. So Doug Burdick is, he made the comment that what's coming is going to be huge for us, for all of us. Well, he was talking about products, so March. January is a product too, but it's a dermal. And so he was talking about the wellness products coming out of March. But that's okay. March is just right around the corner. And who knows what we're going to get in January. That'll be wonderful too, I'm sure. So, any other? Should we wrap?
I have
Okay.
one question. Maybe you can address. When you do follow up, you make the initial contact, then there's that circle that we follow. What do you like to see do on the next time you follow up, and then the next time if they haven't done anything?
Well, my first thing is getting them the product. I always get product in hand. And so I get a magazine information too, but I get product in hand also. And then my next follow-up is I call them and I find out if I can meet with them, or if they're not in the same state, then I'll just say, tell me what you liked best about trying that product. Tell me what you think. And then from there, if I can get them into ordering it as, for a 30-day money-back guarantee, that's what I do. Or talk to them about the business also right there. And then at that point, if I think they're ready, then I can call in my third party after that for validation. Like if they say, well, no, I've got this going on, then I'll say, well, I've got someone who is in the same fit. Like the last gal I signed on last week, she is a speaker and a book author. And so I immediately hooked her up with Dale Smith Thomas on my team. He's a speaker and a book author, so I mirror match. And I had her on the phone with her within that same day. And then we had her signed on 2 days later. So just like, and it doesn't always go like that. That was great. I mean, sometimes it takes longer. Like this basketball player, I've been working on him for a year. And, but he's a financial planner, and he owns his own financial planning business. And so for him, it's been a lot of follow-ups, and he likes EHT. He doesn't necessarily use the night products. He just keeps talking about the people he can connect me with. He's tried to connect me with some of his people without him being involved, and I just basically said, I think that's nice of you, but if you were involved, they're going to take it more seriously. And so he's like, well, I can't because I'm the principal at my firm. So what he's trying to do is they were already in the process of hiring someone that could take over the principal hat in the firm, because you can't sell an outside thing if you're the principal of a financial planning firm. I don't know if you know that. And so that's what he's in the process, and so hopefully he'll hook me up. But sometimes it takes a year, you know what I mean? Or more, or longer, dripping on them. But I try and stay in contact with them as long as they'll let me. And if they say, if it gets to the point where you're like, look, I'm going to keep calling you and checking on you and see if you're interested, but if you tell me that you're not, and I will stop tomorrow, but if you keep telling me you are, then I want to keep checking in with you and keeping you up to date on what's going on.
Okay, we have a few new people in the business, so in your simplest, shortest verbiage, give us your top 3 things you should focus on in the first 60 days.
Getting out your bottles, number 1. Activity mode. Contacting, either by email, messaging, picking up the phone and calling everybody you can to let them know what you're doing. They need to know you're Mrs. Nerium now. That you are their contact if they're interested in trying it or talking about the business. And number 3, plugging into the rhythm. I've plugged into everything, and at first it might feel overwhelming because we have a lot of calls and a lot of stuff. Plug into as much as you possibly can on a weekly basis so that you're being fed the information and the excitement consistently. I think that the worst thing that happens is when you get unplugged, especially as a new person, and then your lights just go out. If you don't feel the excitement and you haven't felt or had the success yet, then it's easy to shut down in this business. And so you've got to stay into it all. When I say plugging in, I mean like meeting with your upline, going to the meetings, coming to the regionals, always just being in that mode of what more can I absorb, and until I can get to my own win. If we can get people paid and promoted early in their business, then they're going to stay with us. If we can't, we're not. Bottom line. Because they're in there to get paid and promoted, and they're in there to make money. And so to do that, we have to get their bottles out and get them into activity. We've got to get them plugged into the system, and we've got to have everyone they know what they do. People are so afraid to contact people, and you just have to just blanket everyone you know, call them and say, with belief, call them with belief and say, I am all in, I'm so excited, I want you to know what I'm doing, and I'd love to get you information. Those are probably the top 3 that I would suggest to you. I remind them of their why. I will say, hey, when you signed on, you told me this is why you're here, and I want to get you off to the best chance and the best start that you can, so we've got to get together. When do you want to get together? I mean, they need to be probably reminded, and don't let them out of your sight until you book that. I mean, like if you're signing them on the computer, then you just say, when can we get together to do your game plan? What's a good time for you tomorrow? Type of thing. Like really nail them down and say the reason why is because time is, we can have success over long periods of time, but I want you to see the best success early on so that you can see what I'm enjoying about this. And so just tell them. And if they are avoiding you for a long time, just call them and say, hey, okay, I'm here to bug you until you sit down with me because you told me you were doing this to help pay for your college, the college tuition. So what can I do to get in the room with you to help you get started? And just kind of keep reminding them, hey, you said you needed this money, and let me help you get to the money, type of thing. That's what I would do, is just keep reminding them.
Lisa, you did a great job today.
Thank you.
With your initiative and challenge to us to message somebody or call somebody by 5 o'clock tonight, I think that's great. We all appreciate a challenge and to meet that challenge. We have 28 days
continue with your activity, continue, but enjoy the holidays, but then continue with it. But I encourage you to challenge yourself. Make your one call a day or more. You can do more. In 10 days, have your 5 points, your NLC points. And the thing about that, I always love when I go into the holidays or into a time when it's more quiet, like Thanksgiving weekend, where I knew I had my points. And it just makes you feel so good about what you do. It gives you that confidence boost. So get yourself that confidence boost first. And then we're going to have the 10 days, with the holidays and everything, and continue to challenge yourself to not let that whole 10 days go by without getting your 2 a day. At least get your 2 a day for 5 of those days. And write down some notes to yourself. Okay, so for my next 10 days, I'm going to make sure I have my 5 points. If I already have my 5 points, I'm going to shoot for 10. And then after that, you're going to schedule out, okay, so I've got this party, this party, this party. When am I going to do a little bit of Nerium here to continue to keep myself on track? Okay? And then the first part of January is when I kind of feel like I'm like launching my own New Year's campaign in January, talking to people about where are they now. Everyone right now is thinking, not everyone, most people are thinking about what do I want to do different next year. We're all kind of, we're just looking back and we're looking forward at the same time, at this time of year. And so a lot of people are looking back and they're thinking they need more money next year. A lot of people. And so this is a great time to kind of launch your own campaign and say, hey, I know that you've had a good year, but you mentioned to me that you wish you had more money for Christmas money. Let's get you started right now. Let's say it's January 1st. Let's get you started right now to where next year at this time, you don't feel like that. Let's make a change. And so start your own New Year campaign and get yourself in that mode of whose life can I change this year? And then we're going to go to spotlights. Then we're going to hit our spotlights. And for that one, Michael is also promoting that like crazy. We need to be the Don King of our teams. We need to be the guy that is the ultimate promoter in the world and get everybody to have their whole entire team with them that day. I kind of feel like I do with conference. I'm telling people, if you are not having a baby or getting married on Spotlight 17, then you need to be out of Spotlight 17. You need to be there. No question in my mind. And to register now for that, if you haven't already pre-registered, because I know spotlights that are getting close to selling out. For example, in Charlotte, last time I checked about a week ago, we had sold 156 tickets, and they only can take 220 maximum capacity, fire capacity in that room. That room will probably sell out. Because like you guys, we have like 6 national marketing directors and above who are flying in for that regional trip, for that one. You guys have a huge lineup here. So it potentially could sell out, right? It will sell out. So if you haven't gone online, that needs to be today. Get on there and get your ticket. And possibly consider getting a ticket for your new brand partner you're going to get this week, right? Or the next 10 days. That's the way I'm trying to think. I'm like, how many tickets do I need to buy for brand partners that I haven't signed on yet? And that's the way we need to think. And if you don't get that new brand partner, which you will, then you have an extra ticket that somebody else is going to want because it's going to sell out. Spotlight17kc.eventbrite.com. Awesome.
Can they buy it here today, Mike?
Can you buy them here today?
You can. Back here with Tony and I, you can buy tickets today.
Awesome. And I'm grateful, again, a lot